Well, it looks like I can't go anywhere until I do the dishes. Man, I hate doing chores. So, chores. We all have them. We all have to do them, no matter how old we are, who we're living with, what we think about them, we still have to do them. Now, do you remember back when we were kids and everybody was children? Maybe you are a kid. I don't know who watches this stuff. But, you know, your parents tell you, oh, you can't go out and play with your friends unless you clean your room or do the dishes or mop the floor or do whatever they wanted you to do. Right? It happens, right? And then you grow up, you move out, and you think, great, I don't have to do any more chores. Well, wrong. Because we all have to do chores, no matter where we are in life. See here. You might live by yourself, still have to do chores. You know, dishes need to be done by somebody. And also, you go and you get a job. What does your boss ask you to do? Chores. Chores. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You're doing chores for your boss. You know, disguised as tasks and work stuff. But it's actually chores. It's like big people chores, grown-up chores, you know. But still, us as grown-ups, we still have chores to do. You might not like doing the dishes or sweeping the floor or cleaning the litter box or doing all that, but it needs to be done. And basically, your parents growing up, they tell you to do this stuff to prepare yourself for when you live out on your own or with a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever type of friend you got. You know, you might live in a dorm room someday, like college, or maybe you have lived in college. Still have to do chores. You got to keep the place clean. You can't just leave your shit lying around and expect somebody else to pick up after you. I mean, yeah, sure, there's some people out there that hire maids to do it, but, you know, maids and cleaning people and all this other stuff, you know, so they're the ones that are doing chores. You know, they're doing chores for you. It's still chores. Chore's a chore, right? And it's like, yeah. It's like personal work, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just rambling about doing chores because that's basically what I'm doing. You know, and Jasmine told me, like, I asked her, hey, could I go out? Please, Mommy, let me go play with my friends. No. Basically, I said, hey, you know, Wayne's got this dinner at some homeless center that he goes to. Can I go with him? Or is it okay if I go with him? Well, you're not going anywhere until you clean the dishes. Okay, fine. So guess what I'm doing? I'm doing the dishes. So I can go out and check out this place that Wayne wants me to go to. You know, it's like he's been wanting me to hang out with him for a while. And basically I've been brushing him off because Jasmine wants me to spend more time with her and do more stuff around the house. I've been slacking off on that. And I think that's why I'm so far behind in my subscriptions on YouTube, is because I've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff and basically not going online that often. seems like lately the only time I go on YouTube is to reply to comments and upload my videos, my vlogs or whatever, you know, like that. And, you know, maybe I'll watch like two or three of my subscriptions videos, and then that's it. And then I still end up 3 days behind because I go out or I do other things or whatever, you know, like, yeah. Chores are one thing, slacking off is another. Like, seriously, you can avoid chores for so long, right? But eventually you have to do them. Like, one time, and there is a vlog where I did the dishes in the vlog, and it took me about 40 minutes to do the dishes. So the vlog was over 40 minutes long. I'm like, holy crap. I don't even think people watched that because it was so bloody long. I wouldn't sit there and watch me ramble for 40 minutes. No way. Jose Canseco. But no, seriously, chores are something that's mandatory in life. You know, that's why your parents gave you chores when you were a kid. You know, it's so you can cope in the everyday world and not sit around like a lump and not know what you're doing in life. And I know some people like that. You know, some people that were never given chores as children, and now they're totally lost in the real world because they don't know what to do with their life. You know, Wayne's girlfriend is one of them. Seriously, she doesn't know anything about anything. To explain something to her, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to explain something that any normal person that grew up properly would get in like maybe 2 minutes. And it takes her about 20 minutes to fully understand. She keeps asking question after question after question about things. I mean, sure, best way to find out things is to ask questions. Not that many questions. Maybe 2 or 3 questions and then you got it and then, okay, cool, that's it. But no, with her, it's like 20, 30, 40 questions. And then she still doesn't understand what you're talking about. Holy crap. Oh, man. But anyway, there's a lot of people in life that are like that. And basically, it's because their parents didn't give them that much to do as children. So they go out in the real world and they can't cope because they've had somebody else doing things for them all their life. You know, and if I'm offending anybody by what I'm saying, maybe you need to be offended. Maybe you need to go out and learn things and do things. If I'm talking about you and you don't know what you're doing with your life because you've had everybody else doing things for you, I suggest you go out there, you take some programs and classes and flipping learn how to clean, how to vacuum, how to mop, how to sweep, how to do dishes, how to make your bed, do everything that everybody else has been doing for you, because that shit doesn't come free. It doesn't come easy, baby. You need to basically do shit for yourself, you know. And one thing that I've learned in life, probably because, I don't know, the way I was raised, brought up, I don't know what it is, but if I want something done properly, I do it myself. I don't rely on other people. You know, like, sure, I'm relying on other people right now to do the Frantic Friday intro, but that's not, you know, like, I'm not sitting back and like, okay, well, they'll just come and they'll do this and blah, blah, blah. I mean, come on, if you don't hand in or send me an intro, Basically, it just means you don't want to do it. Whatever. I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 intros already. 4 people have sent me their intros. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Scott. And thank you, Toden. Okay. For sending me the intros. Now, if anybody else is in the process of sending, or you did send it and I just haven't checked my email yet, thank you very much. If anybody else doesn't want to do it, whatever. Thank you for your time. And if you read my little inbox message, thank you for taking the time and reading it, at least. But no thank you. I'm not going to say thank you because you haven't. Come on. You don't want to do it. Let me know you don't want to do it. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. People, you go and you ask them a question and you get no response. 9 out of 10 times, the reason you don't get a response is because they don't know the answer. Why don't you respond saying, I don't know the answer, Kevin. Sorry. And then I'll be happy with that. And I'll be like, okay, cool. Thanks for thank you for your response. Just like with the Frantic Friday intros. If you read the message and you just, whatever, I don't want to do it. Send me a message back. It only takes about 5 seconds to hit reply and type in, sorry, I don't want to do this, and hit send. That's all it takes. Yeah. This is good water. I don't know. I actually thought about going on a water diet. Now, at first, when I heard about the whole water diet thing, I thought that you can't eat anything. You just had to drink water, and that was it. No. No, that's not it. I did actually go 2 weeks. 2 weeks without drinking water. I was really, really broke. Had no money. Couldn't afford food. Stupid me. And it was between paychecks. I got one check. It was $50. Woohoo! Yeah, I was on welfare at the time. And I got $50. And basically, it was either 50 or 80. Anyway, I spent the whole check paying off my phone bill. Because I didn't want to get cut off. I was young. I just started, I was just living on my own. And I took the check, and I paid it off right away, because I was afraid that they were going to cut me off. And this is before I realized that you can go a while without paying them. They're not going to cut you off. But anyway, there you go. See, there's another chore right there. We all have chores. We have to pay bills. Paying a bill is a chore. But anyway, back to the story. I went 2 weeks drinking nothing but tap water. And lying on my couch. Not going anywhere. And then as soon as I got paid, went right to the store and bought some food. True story. Very true. And yeah, it just goes to show that even spoiled rich kids get out on their own and deal with real life too, you know. Yeah, seriously. I wouldn't say we were rich, like my family, my parents, my mother, my father, but we were well off, you know, like we could, my dad could afford things. Come on, every 2 weeks he'd spend $300 on groceries, whether we needed to or not. And then when he died, he passed away, everything, I don't know, there's big stockpiles of stuff in the storage closet. You know, like about 30, 40 things of toothpaste, a whole bunch of soap, shampoo, a whole bunch of shit. Which, of course, my mother gave me some. She gave my nephew, my cousin some, my nephew, my niece. She just gave it all away. She had no use for all of that. She was basically on her own for 2 years until she married the guy that she married 2 years after my father passed away. And yeah, ever since then, they've been living off of their little pension checks, and you know, they barely have enough money, and now we barely have enough money, Jasmine and I. Basically, whatever money that we get goes for bills and groceries, and if we're lucky, I go to 7-Eleven. For those of you who don't know, Sev, that's what we call it here anyway. I don't know if other places call it Sev, but we call it Sev. Anyway, 7-Eleven, right? Go to 7-Eleven and get their little chicken wraps and some drinks and taquitos and stuff. But that's only once in a while, like if we have extra money and we can afford to do that. And I just dried my hands. I'm drying them again because I found my mug that needed to be washed. It's got my name on it. Had this ever since I was a kid. I was like teenager, at least 14, 15, I think. Just started using it again because Jasmine doesn't want me to use the big glasses. I mean, look how big they are. These glasses, huge, almost the size of my freaking face. She doesn't want me to use them because, you know, whatever. Get a 2 liter of Coke and it's gone in minutes because I'm using a big freaking glass. That's why I started using my mug. Because it's smaller. It makes sense. Anyway, I think I'm done. Done the dishes. Done talking about doing chores. I've done my chores. I get to go out and play with my friends. Yay! Take it easy.